everybody. This is Froggy from I Love Puppets. I'm standing in the dark because, well, he's on the right side. I'm on the wrong side. I don't like this.
Well, Froggy, okay. I know you're a little freaked out. I moved you over a little. Let me just give a warm hello, everybody. This is Puppetine from I Love Puppets here on I Love Puppets today to discuss Superman and Lois. You might be wondering about the situation right now. Why am I a floating orb? Why is Froggy on that side of the screen? And there are answers. Whether they're good or not, I can't say. But I am out. I am traveling the world as puppets do. And sadly, it seems that this hotel Wi-Fi is not good enough to show my lovely, lovely face. So you will have to be looking at Froggies for the next 20 minutes, however long this recap takes. And I know we talked about doing it yesterday, just didn't work out, but we are here today and we are so excited. Isn't that right, Froggy?
Yeah, I am. You know, I kind of like this, you know?
Yeah,
I only see your good side.
Oh, wait, so this is my good side?
Yeah, when I can't see you because your camera's off.
That's just rude. But anyway, let's go ahead and look at the first comment. There's only one, but it's from the ever-faithful Maranya. How are you doing today? The Fortress of Froggytude. And
yeah, it is. Because I'm Frog-L.
You're Frog-L. Yes, indeed. But I suppose we should go ahead and get straight into this recap where we left off last time. Superman was submitted to his brother, Tar-Rho, I believe.
Yeah.
That's his name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he submitted, taken to his Fortress of Solitude, which is in the desert. Nice contrast from the snow.
Yeah, right beyond the Grand Canyon.
Yes, Death Valley. Now he is there and he's fighting as someone is trying to take over his mind. Who else? But we hear exactly who from Tar-Rho himself. Gerald Zod. They are trying to bring him back from the dead. Even though in this universe, I'm pretty sure Superman was supposed to have killed Zod already, but I suppose because the consciousness was saved, they're able to do that.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy because it starts off with basically Lois. She's calling up John Henry for basically saying like, I need your help. Clark told me to tell you and like to call you, and
he gave the nod.
Yeah, the nod. And the thing is that John wants to kill him because he only knows him as Superman. He does not know that that Clark is Superman. So and General Lane, basically is like, you know what? You have a way to kill him, because he talks about it's revealed how John got into our Earth, or basically their Earth. He basically was flying a ship and he's gonna fire a missile based
solar flare.
Yeah, it's a red solar flare missile out in space, and it was working, but somehow he got sucked into a portal and he landed on their Earth. So I guess Earth Zero. I'm not sure what Earth is supposed to be.
Earth Prime.
Yes, and it's kind of crazy because so he wants to use the same thing, and then we get to see basically. I don't understand what's going on. Diggle's been popping up on shows, but we keep getting teases about Green Lantern and nothing. And I am getting upset about that.
So because General Lane is working with John Henry Irons to develop this red solar flare missile to weaken Superman to the point in which they can kill him, he calls upon Argus, calls Lila, and who delivers it but Diggle. And it was really nice seeing Diggle. And as soon as Diggle learns, actually from what Lois is saying, that they want to build this machine to kill Superman, he's like, we never would have approved of this. Why would you do that? This is Superman we're talking about. And I do love hearing Superman being talked about in the way he should be. Because he is one of the best. He is, to some, the greatest superhero. And so Diggle recognizes that. But he does get a little tease in this episode when he talks about vigilantes and glowing boxes, which is what we assume his ring was in. Bless you, Frog.
Yep.
And it seems that he's given that up. What exactly that means going from here, I'm not sure. But we're going to have to wait and see. But there is one thing that's important about this episode.
Yeah.
You know what that is? This is in the CW universe. And this confirms it right here with John Diggle.
Yeah, which is kind of weird because, before, we didn't see anybody, no mention of anything else, but John Diggle's been just making these tours, like, it's like he's like, running for like president or something like that. I don't know. He keeps appearing on every show now, except for Supergirl.
Diggle for president! Yeah!
Yeah.
No. We're not gonna do that, but he is. I think this is the closest they can come to a crossover this year. Just have him pop up on all their shows and be like, "This is good enough." But you know what? It is nice to see him. I want to know exactly where this is leading, though. But we're going to have to wait and see. But another part of this episode that I really do enjoy, and I know some might not, it is the... Oh, hello, Froggy.
Hi.
Is that your ring?
I'm glowing.
You're glowing. A glowing frog. Isn't that lovely? But it's between Jonathan and Jordan. This episode, Jonathan is trying to support his brother, saying, the only person here that can find Dad is you. You need to listen across the globe and help us find Dad. And Jordan doubts himself, but Jonathan is there all the way through it. And he's like, no, you've got to do this. And it's really, I do love that strong brotherly bond right there.
Yeah.
And this does eventually lead, though, to Clark getting out and calling for Jordan because he is, like we said, the only person that can hear him. And Jordan does hear. And he gets the location, and that's when who else but Tar-Rho comes out, takes Clark, and says, if you're listening, boy, if anybody comes for him, they won't find Superman. And sure enough, with the location, John Henry Irons is going after a final plea from Lois. And she reveals his identity, says that she's married to Superman. Clark Kent is Superman.
Yeah.
And he's the father of their children.
Because it's revealed earlier in that, because he was interviewing Lana's husband, and he says that when he with the process, he was still in there, but he had this overwhelming feeling to basically just give up, But and he started forgetting stuff. So Lois knows there is a way to fight it. It's not a full process. So, and she keeps begging John, because John's gonna go confront them because they find out through John, through Jonathan. So John Henry Irons is gonna go confront them in his Lex armor suit with the hammer, which is really weird. I'm like, get the cape ready, and it's just weird seeing him in like space suit with a hammer. I feel like I was watching.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
It's like watching Master Chief with a hammer.
Yes, it does look pretty much exactly like that. But in that moment when he's fighting not Clark, but Zod in the body of Superman.
Yeah, we find out that it's actually Zod's conscience that was put into Clark's.
It is very cool. And he has this voice that they added on. And I know it's a little campy to some people. They just modulated it low. It's awesome. It was great. But it doesn't last long. Why? Because Clark, in the fight with John Henry, takes a hit and he starts to wake up. And he looks at John Henry Irons and says, you have to do this. You have to stop me. But John Henry Irons in that moment is not going to do it. He's not going to go for the kill.
Well,
even though...
Because in his ear, he's got Lois Lane yelling in the communication. So finally, he gives in. And he, after seeing this side of Clark, he basically tells Clark to fight for everything. Tell him he's got a family. He's got everything. He can beat this. And
it's powerful, man.
he tells him to basically focus on his memories of Lois Lane, who wife and love, told me your wife loves you, your kids, And in that moment, you get to see all the flashes of memories of Clark's memories, meeting Lois, the kids, and all that stuff. And he basically beats the conscience, pushes it out of his mind.
Yeah, and it's like I said.
So, and in our last desperation, you see Morgan Edge or Tar-Ro go back to his, his
hollow dad.
Yeah, his hollow dad, and tells him, you know what, it's your fault. You're basically saying to Morgan Edge, and the guy's like, you push off because your emotional agenda, because you're weak. You know what you need to do. He does. So he takes the egg, he flies up into space, uses his heat vision on it, and then, well, the problem is that, Superman and John Henry are flying up towards him. John Henry tells him to stay back, and he fires the solar flare, red solar flare missile at him. But the one problem is that it looks like it might have been too late, because I think that I think he was trying to get the conscience of Zod into his own brain or something. I don't know.
Ooh.
That's my theory.
Like a kind of mental suicide. Okay, fine, I'm done. I'm going home.
Well, yeah, because he put yeah, unless if they do bring Zod into this guy's body, it feels like they're admitting that they screwed up, and he should have been Zod the whole entire time, and now they're like, you know what, we're gonna make him Zod. Please, everybody, because nobody cares.
Quite interesting. Yes, I do agree about that. But you know what? I actually don't mind the brother aspect, and it's supposed to tap into Clark's brothers, Clark's sons. I mean, and their brotherly tension that they have. But I do agree. If he was Zod, it could have been an interesting way to bring him in. Bless you, Froggy.
Yep.
But all in all, they do get Morgan Edge, and he's locked away, and it looks like all's well that ends well.
Yep.
It's really good, but it leaves me wondering, where do we go from here? Because even though we have the teaser for the next episode, and they're showing Superman dealing with the struggle of having that much power that he felt while having Zod within him. Where do we go from here with only, I believe, 3 or 4 episodes left?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. How is this all going to wrap up? And that's all I have to ask. But at the same time, it's brilliant. I love this show, and I'm so happy it's back. I would have streamed this yesterday if I could have, but I'm so happy to talk about it right now, because this is seriously one of the best superhero TV shows that we have on the air right now.
Mm-hmm.
But let's go ahead and look at some of the comments, because there has been some chatting away. We have a backyard. Oh, that's you, Froggy. Froggy. And Tillium. Hello, Tillium. The puppets at 50 subs. Well done. Thank you so much. And we also have that.
Yay!
Congratulations on 50 subscribers. Yay! That does excite me. And you know what? We did promise to do something at 50. It's going to have to wait until after this week. But Froggy and I are going to whip something up, something to celebrate 50 subs. And I'm really excited to do that. But getting back to the show,
we should build a bomb.
No, I don't think we should build a bomb.
We can make explosives, We can just go off the bang.
Oh no, we're too early to go out with a bang. We need to get up there without banging first. But Marania's saying Diggle is showing up, and he might be the link to the CW shows. Yes, I think that's exactly what they're
Wait, are you saying he's the missing link?
Yes, I suppose he is. And Frogel is glowing like kryptonite or a lantern ring. Oh, okay. Multi-purpose. And Tillium is reminding us, the puppets on Muppets, yes. Well, it might be a little different than we first thought. We could go over the first Muppet movie, like I wanted to, but I think we have something else in mind that'll be a little more fun. If Froggy is game. I know I am, but we will have to see if we can work that out.
Yeah.
But overall, I think it's just time for final thoughts of this episode. Do you have anything you'd like to express about Superman and Lois, Froggy?
I want to see. I want to know who is the next villain, because the other girl's in the wind, the red-haired girl, the ginger.
Yes.
Maybe she'll circle back. We're not sure.
She does look like she's somebody who would circle back a lot.
And then we got a teaser for the next episode.
Yes.
Basically, it's Morgan Edge or Tar-Rho or whoever's inside his head now. I mean, he could basically become a Legion if he wants to, or Leviathan. I don't know. And it's just crazy because he's in a cell. That Lana's husband was in when he was possessed. The kryptonite cell, which is kind of dumb. Why don't they keep him instead of kryptonite? Why don't they keep him in a red solar lamp cell?
I know that seems kind of silly to me too.
Because kryptonite would kill him.
I think they're thinking kryptonite keeps him weak. Enough exposure doesn't kill him, but it keeps him weak. Whereas a red solar flare, what it does is kind of make him normal, right? I mean that's what on Krypton.
Well, the problem is that kryptonite, even along a little the lowest setting, it'd still kill him. It just takes longer.
That is fair. Maybe they don't care that he's. Maybe they don't care that he might die. But
maybe the writers just need to learn some,
I don't know. Kryptonite has been used in many ways before. Wasn't there something where they had kryptonite in a little necklace that they had Clark wear for some time to keep him feeling normal? Something like that.
Well, I remember in the Dean Cain show, he had a chain around his neck, and they kryptonite him. And the Rock, eventually, just like in the Christopher Reeve movie. Remember the kryptonite? He was in the pool drowning. They kept the kryptonite on, but the problem is that the kryptonite makes him so weak, and eventually he will die. So there's synthetic. We don't know really much about their synthetic kryptonite.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not as strong as normal kryptonite.
That could be it.
Well,
at the same time, it is a synthetic kryptonite that they used to make like a gas bomb, and it got into Clark's lungs and made him sick. Remember?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
So it's powerful enough to do that, and really made Jordan sick. So we don't know. It could be possibly worse in some ways, but we'd have to have more information. But I think that about does it for today, Froggy, don't you?
Yeah.
You're on that side of the screen. You tell me.
Well, I'm just glowing over here.
Yeah, you're vibing.
Yep.
Good vibrations.
Or flashing, I don't know.
Oh, well, we're going to leave the flashing to next week in the epic season 2-part recap and review of Flash. Next week, episode 17 and 18, we're going to wrap that on up before it comes back this fall, I imagine. I've seen that quite a few shows are planning on coming back, and it's a little disheartening, but we'll fight our way through it, and hopefully they'll improve. But let's see if they can beat Superman and Lois, which is probably never going to happen. But anyway, thank you all so much for joining us. I know a talking orb is not as entertaining as my lovable puppet self, but hopefully within the next week, we'll be back to normal and you'll be able to see me again and I can see you. But until then, we have Froggy here. Thank you so much for joining us, Froggy.
Yeah, you're welcome, and I thank you for keeping your camera off.
Well, that's not very nice. But
well, it is for me.
That's just mean, Froggy. But Thank you all so much for joining us. If you are watching this after and you've stuck around, make sure to comment. Let us know what you think about Superman and Lois. We enjoy it. Do you enjoy it? Tell us why or why not. We are always up for a good discussion. Isn't that right, Froggy?
Yep, I'm always up.
And as they've said, we have reached 50 subs. We're going to be doing something a little special, me and Froggy, and hopefully we'll get that out to you soon to celebrate.
Yeah. I already got the donkey planned out.
No, that's the other plan, Froggy. That's for 100 subs.
Well, what am I gonna do with this donkey? And I got a donkey over there.
Well, you're gonna have. Well, just put the ass away now.
Really?
That being said, we always want more subs. So if you're new around here, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you click that bell, and we will see you next time with one last thank you. Bye.
Bye.